Okay, so this is week 14. Week 14 with a little bear. Florence is currently out, so we have some peace and quiet. So we're going through the various training stages, and she's still very nibbly. Definitely calmer when Florence is not here. Currently she's very calm, very easy to stroke, not so much biting, more licking, which is a nice step forward, but definitely not as much biting. So it's nice when she's actually not mouthing, because you can actually just give her a fuss and she's okay with it. So that's pretty, that's quite a change for her, because she is very nibbly. So in terms of training, it's still ongoing. Have these, you get 20 sausages for £1 from Asda, and I use them for my training. That's the cheapest form I can find. So come, sit. Good girl, sit. Good girl. And she likes food, so come, sit. So the commands are going pretty well. Sit. She's excited to see. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Stay. Come. Good girl. So they're new things that she's learning. We're also doing a bit more of a leave at command, which I particularly like with my dogs. Sit down, mate. Sit down. So let's try that. As you can see, she's actually fixated on the sausage, so she loves the horrible old sausage. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Go! So that's pretty good. I mean, that's a couple of weeks we've been working together on things, and that's that's the level she's now getting to. So she is very obedient. A lot of the earlier stuff was because she was a puppy, and of course dogs, they love the conditioning of food, so she'll do anything for food. Sit. Down. Down. Good girl. So it's becoming, more better for her. Come. Come. Sit. Good girl. Well done. You're very clever, aren't you? Have some sausage. They're my fingers, but so I'm really pleased with that. I mean, that's, she's definitely very susceptible to the training and to the food, and she likes to engage, and she's doing much better. What's this here? What's this? So yes, overall, good step forward. Occasionally she will have a wee in the house, which is just occasionally. She's getting told off for weeing in the house and treated for going outside to the toilet, but just every now and then, I think it's just adolescent behaviour. She'll just forget where she is if she's playing with Florence, and she'll have a quick wee in the kitchen. It doesn't happen very often, maybe once a day, something like that, twice at the most. But that's something that she's continued doing, which is a bit strange really, because with previous dogs, once you got them to wee outside, they never really came and done it in the house ever again. But she's a bit different in that she's persisting in doing it occasionally, but not every day. She can go 2 or 3 days without doing it, and all of a sudden she'll just have a wee in the kitchen. But I think it's just her being a puppy, and I think that's all that is. But other than that, she's doing really well. We've got 2 weeks today, then she can go out. It'll be her first time going out. Injections are next Friday, so that's a step forward. And you see all these bits on the floor from her bringing bits of plant in. So this is her last week without the injection. Next Friday is injections. Friday the 1st is the first time she can go out, so I'll take her out on that particular day, and we go for a stroll. Been taking her outside at the front of the house on her harness and on the lead, and she's been pretty good on that as well. She hasn't been pulling too much, but it's early days yet. She's still quite frightened of sounds and things at the moment, and she's getting used to the sounds. She was frightened of birds when she first heard birds, and she would sit on the patio looking up at the trees, watching the birds, just listening to them. It was nice to see her doing that. So yeah, really happy with her. So glad when she settles a bit more. The crate, she's going in her crate at night still. The crying now has stopped for that. She's waking up around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, so one of us is always getting up for her early in the morning just to make sure she's okay, but that's just a bit of a habit at the moment which we'll try and break. But she's doing good, aren't you, mate? You're doing good. Hey? You're doing good, aren't you? Hey? You're doing good. Oh yeah, they're my fingers. They're not sausages. They're not sausages. But she's a lovely dog. And when she's gentle, when she's calm, she's fantastic. But she will have 2 or 3 hours of high energy. And it's unbelievable. She just will charge for 2 or 3 hours non-stop. But when she's calm, she's fantastic. But I think every dog we've had has done the same thing. They're just learning and running around the garden and then just running on the sofa like it's a treadmill. But it's got to be expected. They're puppies. Adolescent, growing, exploring. So everything is sort of put in their mouths just like babies, really. It's no different in that sense. They explore the world with their mouths, same as humans. Okay, well I guess that's it for this update. Next week will be injection day. The week after we'll be going out. So, get on. Get some water. Oh, sausage is a bit salty, isn't it? That's the trouble. It's a bit salty, isn't it? Eh? It's a bit salty. Okay.